I had a friend named Eli, and we were very close friends, but one day, he just disappeared. The last time seeing him was when my friend hosted a games night, and I remembered it. It was the host, me, Eli, and his girlfriend. We were all playing board games, eating food, having fun, but on that particular night, I felt something off, almost like I knew something bad was gonna happen. It's been 3 years now, and I miss Eli. He was a good friend. I'm leaving this message here because I'm hoping he responds. This is our protagonist, and he was scrolling on Reddit until he came across this post. Friend missing. He got curious, clicked the Reddit post, and here we are now. But something about this Reddit post makes him feel a certain way. He feels off. So, he decided to investigate. He looks up missing people around his area, and it turns out that him and the guy live in the same area. So he searches up missing people around the area in the past 3 years. And he's trying to find the name Eli. And to his surprise, nothing. Finding nothing made our protagonist even more curious to find out what exactly happened to Eli. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. I'm better off sleeping and figuring out this stuff tomorrow. Morning. It's morning time. He wakes up, goes to the bathroom, brushes his teeth, washes his face, and as he goes to dry off his face, a water droplet drops down from the roof. Now, this is very important because this helps us solve the mystery. As he stands there confused, he questions, why would there be water dropping if it haven't rained in 3 weeks? And I live in a house with no upstairs neighbors. He finishes off his morning routine and has a chance to start solving the mystery of Eli. He reads the message again. I had a friend named Eli and we were very close friends, but one day he just disappeared. Nick hears that same exact water droplet from earlier. He ignores it and keeps reading. The last time seeing him was when my friend hosted a games night, and I remembered it was... Okay, I'm done. I'm checking the attic. After hearing the same exact water droplet 3 times in a row, he goes to check the attic. Looking around, he spots a bucket that seems to be in the area that the water is coming from. So he suspects that the bucket has a hole at the bottom and is leaking through the roof. He checks... Wait, what? There's no water in the bucket. There's no water in here. Huh? He finds a flash drive in the bucket. I didn't put this here. After finding the flash drive, he decided since he has a PC, he wanted to potentially check what's inside of this flash drive and can it help him find Eli. He plugs it in, a 5-second video pops up. It seems to be a dash cam in the bottom of an ocean. He asks himself, how is this even possible? But he suspects that this can be a clue in finding what really happened to Eli. He had a bad idea. What if I contact the Redditor to see if I can gather more information about Eli? Hey, I know this is random, but I think I can help find your friend. Send. He waited, and waited. A week has gotten by, and still, no response. He knew that this wasn't going to be an easy task, but he swears that whatever he found in that flash drive connects to how he can find Eli. Honey, lunch is ready. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, Nick has a girlfriend. At first, Nick wasn't hungry, but he realizes that he hasn't even ate breakfast. So needless to say, he's starving. Speaking of these two, the overall dynamic of these two is kind of odd, because Nick is very fine with the fact that even if he had no girlfriend, he'll be completely fine, while Vanessa is different. She's very clingy, like a bit too clingy. It gets to the point that whenever Nick wants to leave the house, she'll get very sad and get angry that Nick is leaving without her. And acknowledging this duo is very important to the story. After Nick gets done eating his lunch, he tells Vanessa that he's going out for a walk. As usual, she demands him to stay, but he refuses and tells her that it's important. He puts on his rain jacket because it's raining outside and he goes for his walk. He's walking. Then he dies? He spawns back at the kitchen table with his girlfriend. But one thing about the girl has changed. Did I just die? And what happened? Why am I back in the chair? I honestly have no idea what happened, but Nick is confused. Did I get struck by lightning and die? Didn't respawn? Even though Nick is confused on what just happened, he still wants to find out what happened to Eli. So he goes back outside, still raining. He passes the same spot where he died at, and nothing. He keeps walking until he stops at his friend's house. He walks up to the door, knocks, but no one answers. He knocks again, and his friend Jonathan opened the door. But there's something off. Jonathan opens the door, and he looks confused, and starts looking around pretending that Nick isn't there. Nick finds this weird, and says, hello? No response. Even though they're right next to each other, he decided to walk inside, and he walks to the bathroom to pee. And there goes it again, the water droplet. As he goes to wash his hands, he notices a DVD. He visited this house numerous times and never has he seen a DVD in his house. Then it clicks. He believes that this is another clue in finding Eli. He tells himself, okay, all I have to do is leave this house without making it obvious that I took this DVD. He goes to leave the bathroom. There's no way. He died again. He died again after finding out that that DVD disc can possibly help him find Eli. Then it connects in Nick's brain. After he found the flash drive, a couple minutes after, he died. Same here. After finding the DVD disc, he dies. It's almost like the world is trying to stop him from finding Eli because he's getting close. Problem, when he died, he didn't bring the DVD disc. So he goes back into his friend's house. He knocks, no answer. He knocks again, same thing. Jonathan looks around, submitting to the fact that he doesn't see Nick. Nick doesn't care. He goes to the bathroom, and yes, it's still here. He takes the DVD disc and sprints out the door while still seeing Jonathan holding the door. Nick is still confused. He turns around and waves at Jonathan. Does he not see me? Am I invisible? Okay, I'ma make sure he sees me. And Nick runs into the road while a car is passing by. Did that car just go through me? Nick is now fully confused. He might be invisible. But despite that, he is desperate into finding out what happened to Eli. He goes home and realizes he doesn't have a DVD player. He runs to the store, and to really test out if he's actually invisible, he steals it. Wow. He starts to feel sad because he's not understanding why is he invisible. But focus, eyes on the prize. Find Eli. He runs back home, connects the DVD player to the TV, and it's someone in bed getting fed night pills for sleep. The video itself is disturbing and confusing. Why would the person taking medication be recording? It's almost like he's watching a memory. But also, that can be medication. Why is the girl holding a bag behind her back? She has to be giving this guy drugs. And can this guy be Eli? As the video comes to an end, we see at the last moment a link. Nick is happy because now he's actually getting closer to finding out what happened to Eli. He rewatches the video to pause it at the right time to see the link, misses it. Again, he gets it on his second try. Perfect pause. He goes to click on the link. Again? He dies. But we know why he's dying. We already solved that problem. And as we see, he spawns back into his bed. But something's different. The whole floor is flooded. He was so occupied in finding Eli. The droplets just kept adding up. But this was the least of his worries. He gets right back to the TV, pauses it. Okay, here we go. He watches the video. It was a car driving off a cliff. Then it cuts off right when we see a glimpse of water. He's starting to match the puzzle pieces and realizes something oddly familiar with him in the clips that he has been watching. Honey, I made dinner! His girlfriend calls him for food. I mean, I guess I'm pretty hungry. As we heard, he feels hungry. He stops the mission for a brief moment to go eat food. He enters the living room. What the fuck? He sees Jonathan, his girlfriend, and... Hi, Elijah. The Redditor? He sits down, and his girlfriend gives him a drink of water. He drinks it. Oh my god. The whole time, he was solving the death of himself. There was no mystery. The girl drugged him. His water. And later that same night, when Elijah was going to go home, he drove him and his girlfriend off a cliff into water. That explains the clips. The reason why there was droplets was to show how he died. The reason why when he went to Jonathan's house and Jonathan couldn't see him, it was because he's dead. And the only person that could see him is the person that drugged him, his girlfriend, because she died too. Every time he died, that showed him getting closer to finding out what happened. It was a memory. All the clips were memories. And the whole time, he was solving a mystery that never happened. He's Eli. That's short for Elijah.